folks. Hey, welcome to the Displacement Basement. It's good to have you back here. My name is Cramo. How about we do some week 14 picks? Yeah, I know this is coming out a little late. So we already got Thursday night footballs in. I can say that I went LA Rams. Chicho Rose went LA Rams, and the missus did not. So we're up 1-0 on her. Let's see how we do for the rest of the weekend. Okay, we're going to start it out. It's going to be Houston versus Chicago. I'm going with Houston on this matchup. I just think that Chicago they are on a very, very downward spiral, and there's just nothing the defense can do anymore. Then we got Dallas versus Cincinnati. So the return of Andy Dalton to Cincinnati. I got Dalton coming through and destroying Cincy. So yeah, I expect Dallas and that high-powered receiving offense to really get it done. Zeke just isn't the same, so I'm not sure how to think about him anymore. Okay, so Kansas City and Miami, obviously, hopefully, this can happen. I think that there's some bad weather coming into Florida, so who knows? But, if it goes off, I think that this is going to be my upset of the weekend. I think that Kansas City has really squeaked by on some of their most recent games, and I think this time Miami pulls it out. Even if it's not Tua, even if they do like Fitzpatrick and Tua, I just have a feeling that this Miami defense is on a roll at a time where Kansas City has shown some vulnerabilities. I'm not saying it's a lock, but I really think this will be my upset pick of the week. So Miami Dolphins. Arizona Cardinals versus the New York Giants. I'm going Arizona on this one. I really think that Kyler Murray is going to make up for some very, very rough few weeks. I still have faith in them. I think at some point they're going to tie this together, and maybe the Giants will be a get-right game, but they better hope so. Next up is the Minnesota Vikings versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I got to say that my money is on the Buccaneers this week. Minnesota is really turning it up. Dalvin Cook is Dalvin Cook, and he's awesome. Kirk Cousins has had some really good days with Justin Jefferson. I really think Tampa Bay will get right a little bit this week, but I think it's going to be a fun game to watch. So now the Denver Broncos versus the Carolina Panthers. If you're suffering with a couple wide receivers out, it's a good thing you got to face Denver because they ain't got much going for them, and you're still probably coming through. So Carolina. Tennessee versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm going Tennessee on this. Jacksonville is not going to be able to stop the beast. I hate it because I have to play him. I'm playing Derrick Henry in fantasy football this week. He's on my opponent's team. I really need a win because I have to stay in the playoffs. So yeah, I'm not enjoying the fact that Derrick Henry is probably going to run all over Jacksonville. And now Indianapolis Colts versus the Las Vegas Raiders. I got to say, I'm with Las Vegas on this one. I think that right now this connection between Waller and Carr is only going to get better. So Las Vegas. New York Jets versus Seattle Seahawks. Seattle Seahawks. I will not pick the Jets this entire year. Just won't happen. So the Seahawks. Green Bay Packers will defeat the Detroit Lions. That's just going to happen. New Orleans versus Philadelphia Eagles. The New Orleans Saints will come out on top. I really think so. They're well balanced offensively, defensively. Atlanta Falcons will take on the LA Chargers. I think LA has this one. Both teams have not looked their best, to say the least, lately. So, yeah, I just think Atlanta is the worst of the two. And Chargers come away with this one, especially with Julio Jones not going to be available. There's no way that Atlanta wins without Julio. So the Washington football team versus the San Francisco 49ers. I'm going Washington football team on this. I like this team. Like, they're just like a little underdog that seems to be giving people some problems. It's tough that they did lose Antonio Gibson, so hopefully they can maintain their success without their lead back. So now we have that defensive Pittsburgh Steelers just off of their first loss going up against the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen and that offense, man, they are awesome. And I really think that Pittsburgh struggles more than people are giving them credit for, even though they only got one loss on the season. They have not continually won by much. I think this is a week where the Buffalo Bills, they take out the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's going to be 2 losses in a row for Pittsburgh. Hopefully for Pittsburgh, they can stay healthy through a game like this, because if they think they're going to get to the playoffs, they better stay healthy. And finally, Monday Night Football, the battle between the Browns and the team that took them away, Baltimore. The Baltimore Ravens go down. There is no way I'm going against the Browns on this one. Your defense or not, your defense ain't seen our defense. Your offense ain't good enough to go against our defense. Your defense isn't good enough to go against our offense. There is a new Cleveland Browns. As you all know, I'm a bit of a fan. Cleveland Browns take this one, and they really nail down their lock for a playoff run. Cleveland takes it, they lock into their playoff bid, and they just keep rolling. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me here at the Displacement Basement. Always glad that you pop in. Gonna have a rundown of everybody else's picks once I can get them in. I'll probably lay them in actually with mine, but we'll also try to get an update on how everybody's doing as well. Let's enjoy Week 14 football, huh?
Well, holy cow, you made it all the way through the end of the video. Why don't you like, share, and subscribe? Tell us what you think down in the comments below. Thank y'all.